Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I am doing another first impressions try on haul. I purchased some more products from the drugstore. I know I just filmed one of these videos, but I wanted to try the new products out for the first time on camera. Before we start though, I did dye my hair recently. Well, my friend dyed my hair for me. It's really frizzy right now because it was in a bun, and you know when you sleep in a bun and then you wake up the next day and it's all frizzy. It's really not looking good right now, but really excited. I want it to be lighter for my sister's wedding. So my friend thankfully dyed my hair. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. Oh, by the way, I picked up these new clippies from H&M. So I have a whole bunch of makeup to test out. I have it all in this nice little box right here. The first thing that I wanted to test out was the new Revolution, well, it's not really new anymore, but it's the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation. I have mine in the shade F7, so I kind of want to try this out today. So this is supposed to have medium full coverage. It's supposed to be very hydrating because it has hyaluronic acid in it. I'm going to use a sponge today to apply it because I actually just washed almost all of my makeup brushes, so today I have to use sponges instead because I really have no makeup brushes that are dry. It's pretty liquidy. Oh wow, that blended out so easily. That was like 2 seconds and it's like blended in. Kind of intense greasy glow right now, but hopefully once I have powder and stuff on top, it'll settle into my skin. This is the type of product that I think I would prefer using a foundation brush with, but like I just said, all of my brushes are drying right now because I washed them all last night. So I only have sponges available. I feel like with a sponge, it's really, really dewy. Might not be as dewy with a brush. Actually, now that I think about it, this color is too light, but hopefully it kind of like oxidizes on me. I really like the way that this looks on my skin though. It's a very smooth looking foundation. It had really nice coverage. It looks a little scary and pale, but it definitely doesn't look heavy or cakey. It looks really nice and it has that super pretty glow to it. This like lasts throughout the day. I might really like this foundation more than I like their regular like Conceal and Define. I don't actually like their Conceal and Define foundation. I don't think it looks nice on my skin, but this one looks really nice. I lowered the brightness a bit because I feel like it was washing me out, and now it's kind of more looking like my actual skin. So I also picked up the Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Concealer. This is in the shade C6. I always mess up with these shades and get something that's not gonna work for me. I'm not even really a fan of their Conceal and Define concealer either. I don't know. I feel like that whole range, like their Conceal and Define foundation and their Conceal and Define concealer, I didn't like. So hopefully the Hydrate line works better for me. It doesn't look terrible on me. Oh my gosh. My under eye circles are so bad these days. I feel like I've gotten no sleep, and it's really frustrating because my sister's wedding is like in tomorrow. Her wedding is tomorrow. I can't get rid of these dark circles. Like, they look terrible. I don't mind dark circles, except I feel like they are really bad today. Like really bad. Normally I'm like, okay, like I don't really care if my dark circles are showing, but I really hope that I can get a good night's sleep. Also, my eye is like bloodshot. I don't know what's happening. Concealer didn't really offer that much coverage. It's definitely light coverage, especially with a sponge, but it doesn't look heavy under there. It doesn't look crepey. It's starting to get wrinkles. It's really frustrating. I feel like once my birthday hit, I started getting eye wrinkles, or just maybe I just started noticing them. It doesn't look like it's sinking into those lines or anything like that. So I'm pretty happy with the way my skin looks right now. I am going to powder my face, then I'll pop back in and we can do bronzer, blush. Actually, I don't have a bronzer either, so I might do bronzer off camera as well, but then I'll pop back in and do blush and highlight with you guys. Okay, I used my Milani Prep Set and Glow under my eyes to set that under eye concealer. I used my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop pressed powder to set the rest of my face, and then I used the e.l.f. Primer-Infused bronzer in the shade Perpetually Tan. I have a couple blush options. I have the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Rosy Pink, or I have the Revolution Matte Blush powder in New Rules. I got this one, it just came for free because Revolution always has these deals where, actually, I think I might have purchased this stuff off Ulta. Wouldn't recommend if you live in Canada. The duties are crazy. They had this deal where if you bought like $15 worth of Makeup Revolution, you got a free gift. So this was one of the things they included. I think it's too intense though for me to use right now, and I already know I kind of like the formula, so I think I'm gonna use the Butter Blush. I actually picked this one up yesterday because I wanted to use it on my sister. That is a very intense smell. I know people said that the butter formula from Physicians Formula was really coconutty, but that is very intense. I feel like I have to use a lot of this because I have a deeper complexion and it's quite, like, I don't know, light, I guess. But actually it's showing up pretty pigmented on my skin. I hope I'm not overdoing it. It's so hard to tell when I'm applying makeup in front of like this ring light because I feel like it looks good, and then when I watch the footage I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I apply so much of that product? It gave me this beautiful like rosy flush, but it's still like cool toned. Oh my gosh, I really like this blush a lot. I'm definitely going to use this on my sister. I feel like she would look beautiful in this blush. For highlighter, I have the Makeup Revolution Ultra Strobe stick. Again, this came for free. So I'm going to actually use my finger with this product. Oh, that was a lot more intense than I thought it was gonna be. I probably should have swatched it before I just went for it. It's kind of like a pinky toned. What is this shade? This is in the shade Peach Lightening. It's not really peachy. I'd say it's more of like a pinky toned highlighter. It's pretty. It's not like my favorite, like color, I mean. It is nice. It's not like a bad highlighter, stick highlighter by any means. It blended pretty nicely. Again, it's just the color I feel like doesn't really work for me. Okay, that is the face. I'm just gonna spritz everything down with my Catrice Active Performance Freezing Spray. I'm really sorry about the makeup that is left over under my eyes. I guess I didn't get everything off last night before I went to bed. I have a couple options here. I have this palette, which is the I Heart Revolution Creme Brulee palette. I just thought these shades were so beautiful and perfect for the fall time. I also picked up, I'm not gonna use this today, but I also picked up the I Heart Revolution Rocky Road palette. Someone had recommended the minis to me as a really good, like, travel-friendly eyeshadow palette, and look how cute and small this is. It's like the size of my hand. Actually, it's so nice for traveling with. I have used it back and forth between my parents' house, our cottage, and my house, and it's really, really good. And then I also got these cream sticks from Covergirl. They are their Covergirl, what are these called? Trunaked Queenship eyeshadow sticks. By the way, all of these came broken. Like, I don't understand why every single one of these shadow sticks broke in transit. This is in the shade 905 Stuck Up Free. It's matte, and I'm going to use it all over my lid and then blend it out with my finger. It's really pale. I feel like I can't really see it on my skin tone. I think I'm going to take the shade 910 Leading Lady. It's also a matte. They have both mattes and shimmers. I think I'm going to use this one closer to like my mobile lid, not the crease as much. I've been really into cream eyeshadows lately. Like, I've been using the Maybelline Color Stay ones. Color Stay, is that what they're called? Color Tattoo maybe? And I've also pulled back like my NYX Jumbo eyeshadow stick, and I started using my Milani shadow stick, which I don't even think they sell anymore, and it's probably, mine is probably really old. Shadow sticks in general just seem to last on my lids more. Hopefully these ones will become like an everyday staple for me. So this one is in the shade Frivolous 920. I think I'm gonna use it for my inner corner. Do you guys watch Shelby Wilson on YouTube? She was the one who introduced me to these, and I was like, oh, I need to get those. And that was the reason why I actually ordered off Ulta. I wouldn't have, but we don't have these in Canada yet. Once I saw her using them, I'm like, I need those so bad. I also have the shade 930 Lush, and this one is more of a darker taupe shade, but it's shimmery as well. And I'm going to use this on the inner half of my eye. Super pretty, and these are really easy to use. I feel like I'm not struggling to apply these at all. The other two shades I got was 950 Mogul. How come I know how to say this word? Mogul. I think it's Mogul. This is like their gunmetal shade. I also picked up the shade 960 Unruly, but I don't think I'm gonna use them today. I think I'm just gonna take Vanilla Pod which is this shade right here. Oh, sorry, this shade right here. This palette doesn't really smell. That's interesting because I feel like their chocolate bar palettes always smell like chocolate. It has like a faint scent, but it's not much. Oh shoot, my brush is so wet. I should have just stuck to the creams. I feel like that's all I'm gonna do because my brush is so wet right now. I thought it was dry when I was touching it, but now that I'm touching my lid, I can tell this is still wet. So it's not gonna blend super nicely. The brush is wet and it's making the shadows kind of like stick to weird areas of my lid. I'm just gonna take the shade Brulee, which is right beside it. It's kind of this like light, creamy type of shade. Blend around the crease area here. I'm also gonna take that Brulee shade under my eyes, and then I think I might take a little bit of Custard, which is the shimmery shade in the palette, and I'm gonna use that on my inner corner. If you guys want to see more looks with the Creme Brulee palette, let me know. I would love to do more, but I think I'm actually going to take Mogul. Mogul. I don't know how to say it. I wish I did. But I want to deepen up this outer corner just a little bit. This is like a super pretty gunmetal shade. I hope it shows up on camera how pretty it is. I'm going to take Leading Lady right under my eyes as well. I think that's it for the eye look. Super impressed by those cream sticks. I hope that they last throughout the day. I'm just going to apply my mascara off camera, and I think actually that's everything. I don't think I have anything left to show you. I just have to apply a lipstick and then I will be back. Okay, so that is the look complete. I'm going to zoom you guys out, talk a little bit about the products, my initial thoughts, and then wrap up the video. I'm getting the warning sign from my camera that it's about to die, so let's go through this really quickly. I don't really know how I feel yet about the Conceal and Hydrate. I'm gonna wear this one throughout the day, but off initial application, I really like the way it applied. I really like the way it's sitting on my skin. It had really nice coverage. It was super easy to blend out, and I'm overall pretty impressed with it. Same thing with the concealer. The only difference is with the concealer, it doesn't have great coverage, so if you're looking for that, this is not the one to use. The blush that I used, I really liked it. I think this gave my face such a nice, fresh, rosy tint. Blended really nicely. It's just a little too strongly scented for me. I actually kind of still smell it, so not the biggest fan of the scent, but the color and the formula was really great. The highlighter, not the biggest fan of it. Formula was fine. Color, I don't like that much, but it does look really nice. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you, but I'm wearing French Maid on my lips from the NYX line. That is my lip color today. The eyeshadow sticks, I actually really like these. I thought they were super easy to use. I blended everything out pretty much with my fingers, and I feel like I still got a fairly decent eye look. I kind of wish I hadn't used the Creme Brulee palette because I feel like these shadow sticks did the job. They were absolutely beautiful. Really glad I purchased them, even though they were like all smushed and broken when they arrived. The Creme Brulee palette, I'm going to have to keep testing out because I didn't use enough of it to know how I feel about it, but it is stunning. Perfect for the fall. I cannot wait to play around with this more. Let me know if you want a full look, maybe like a 2 looks, 1 palette kind of deal. I actually think that might be everything that I tested. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and I always want to say LinkedIn, and I don't know why, like Twitter and LinkedIn, no one wants to follow me on LinkedIn. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one.